Hello, so I'm going to do our card reading for December 2021. Let's see what advice is good for you and maybe for the world as we come to the end of this really eventful year. I'm going to start, I'm again using my own awakening cards. I'm just going to shuffle just gently to see what advice we need. That's enough. Just going to place my hands on there and ask for guidance for all of us. And good. So let's see. Ooh, how interesting. Ooh, very interesting. So the first card is songs. Well, we know it's December and it's Christmas and we all love to sing those Christmas carols and those Christmas songs, and the shops are full with them and the radio. And I love to sing them myself. And often there are messages in our songs. But I actually think this one is actually meaning for us and for the world. It's time for us to change our tune. It's time for us to start being more positive as we come out of this year and go into our new year. So this is all about change. Oh, and then we have guardian angel. We've all got a guardian angel. The world has a guardian angel. But this to me is a sign that we are being taken care of, and maybe we've just been through an eventful year or 2 years almost, but that we're starting to come through the worst of it and that the universe is working with us. And maybe it's time for us to tap into our own energies and ask our own guardian angels to guide us through the next few months so that we come through the pandemic and into the new year with the wisdom that we need and what is right for us, and we've learned what we needed to learn, because we've all needed to learn. Oh, very interesting, because it's the written word. This is interesting because this can mean many things. Maybe this is about writing down now all the things you want to let go of, and writing down the things that you want for the coming month and for the new year, and then deciding what it is you need to work on as we go to set our goals at the end of December for January and for 2022. It could also mean that there's going to be a lot more written about the pandemic and how it's affected us all, but also sometimes when we're reading what's written in the media, maybe we don't need to believe everything that we read. I have a feeling that we need to be more in tune and use our own wisdom and our own guidance. They're very interesting cards for us all. Wow. And now it's time for all of us to shine out, to start believing in yourself, to becoming you, stepping into your own power, letting go of the old, letting go of the fears. And the COVID has grown our fears because its energy was about fear. And I think this is about shedding this all off now and learning to shine out as we end 2021 and we go into 2022. They're very interesting cards. And this is really interesting, plentiful. There's plenty of everything for everybody. There's no scarcity. Now it's interesting because at the moment people are talking about, there's not enough food on the shelves, or there's not enough work, or we can't get what we need, we can't get the toys we want for the Christmas presents. This is about coming out of that fear. There is plenty of everything for everyone. There is no scarcity, but we need to stop the greed. And I think this is a lesson that we've learned, or should have learned by now, from the COVID. So there's plenty of everything for everyone. To stop feeding the fears, stop feeding the scaremongering. And if you can't have the latest iPad for Christmas, or your child, maybe it doesn't need it. Maybe it needs to have more attention from you, or love, or the old familiar and family values. There's plenty for everyone. and I keep wanting to pull from there. Have compassion. We need to have compassion for ourselves and maybe the leaders of the world too. But compassion starts with self. So if you've had down days and hard days and you're still finding it difficult to go through, bring yourself back here. Have compassion for yourself, and then we can have compassion for the others. And I actually think we do need to have some compassion for the world leaders and the scientists and the doctors and the people who have been taking us through. Because at the end of the day, they're human too. I'm going to take this top on because it's kind of flashing at me. Ooh, divine intervention. Wow, I think that's divine intervention in our lives. As you know, the forces that be, our own guardian angels, cannot interfere in our lives. But they can sometimes guide us, and maybe there's going to be some wonderful divine intervention from the universe to guide us all into the next year, and maybe the world leaders with how to deal with the pandemic. Maybe somewhere there's going to be a wonderful breakthrough. So we just need to trust that the universe knows what it's doing. And finally, I'm going to take this one. Wow, the whispers in the wind. That's following that knowingness. Maybe you hear your own wisdom. Maybe you hear thoughts. Maybe you get messages. So listen to them. Listen to those whispers in the wind. Go out and listen to the wind. It'll blow your cobwebs away too. But I think there is a shift coming. It looks like December is going to be a time of reflection, a time of kindness and giving, and letting go, and changing the tune. So instead of being angry with the pandemic, with the world leaders, with the scientists and the doctors and all the people who are not doing what you think they should be doing, change the tune. Come back here into your hearts. Have compassion. Shine out as a beautiful, kind, loving human being, and that energy will flow. I really like those cards. I think this is a really lovely reading for December. And to finish it, we will do one of our lovely crystal cards to see what crystal wisdom we will get. So I'm just going to shuffle them and then put them out. And as you all know, I love the crystals and have such wisdom. And as for the guidance we need, well, there's two that's calling me, so I will take two today. Wow, the first one is citrine. This is about manifestation, but citrine is also about joy. It's about confidence, and it's about happiness and bringing the sunshine back into your life. So let's shake off all the doom and the gloom and just allow some sunshine and joy into your life, and manifest that joy, manifest what's right for you. Oh, I'll just put that there. And I wanted to, wow, this is an amazing card for our final reading for the end of 2021, and it's Rainbow Moonstone, Divine Peace. Maybe we can find that peace in our hearts, and the world will find some peace. We always think about peace at Christmas time or the festive time. And I think this is a wonderful lesson for us all to learn. So let's find some peace within us. And look at that rainbow moonstone, the colours of the rainbow. Just delight in that and find that peace within you. I wish you all a wonderful festive season and a wonderful Christmas. And I look forward to seeing you all again in 2022. Have fun, enjoy, have compassion, bring yourselves back into your hearts, and be that happy, kind, loving, peaceful human being that you're meant to be. Thank you, and God bless you all.